Let's try one more time. And if this doesn't work, then I will concede defeat. We'll try one more time. What do you say? I say I'm already here, so why not try it? Oh. And I just finished a bobbin while I was waiting. So let's put a new one on. And there it is. It's a pretty one. Hello, I'm sorry. Our power went out. It's been flickering from, I guess, snow problems. I don't really know. They don't tell us. But when it flickers, it also takes the router and the modem and all that with it. So you have to wait for it to reboot. Oh, Rebecca. We're not those kind of people. But hey. Yes, Rita. No shade to those people. Hello, I'm sorry. I know. We have had our power out more since we moved here in the last 7 years than I bet in my whole entire life I've ever had no power. So we've gone like several days multiple times. In my whole life before, I think I went several days one time. We had horrible flooding in 2009, I think it was. And trees were just pulling out of the ground. Mm. You know what, Becky? Good luck. I hope they win. Even when I was more into watching sports, it was usually hockey. You know, because I'm actually from the Detroit area, so. Oh gosh, Becky, that would be amazing. You know, the thing about living in the country too is when your power's out, if you have a well, you don't have water. So we've been talking about maybe doing something to like put our well on a separate circuit so that we can, I think it is on a separate circuit, but attaching it to a generator thing so we can plug it into a generator when we don't have power, because really that's the only problem we have. We have a gas stove and we have a gas fireplace that keeps us warm enough, you know. So I don't know, we talk about it but we never do it, so then we have no water. Hello, June. Becky, you know what? They'll probably win. Teen said, "Oh, sorry about the power. I have an inverter here since we lots of load shedding." Yeah. Hello, Deb. Hello, Terry. Yes, Red Wings always. Hello, Carrie. That's a good idea, Teen. We actually have talked about, because it's the well is like attached to John's barn. I have asked him to get one of those hand pumps because at least we could go get water then. But as of now, nothing has happened. But you know, he's really busy. It sounds bad when I laugh, but he's busy. He does a lot. Jennifer said, "Hi, Trish and everyone. We're out at brunch. Yum. Waiting for a table. Oh, I'm so glad you could sign in on your phone. And I hope you get a table soon." Claire said, "Okay, so I live in the south. So snow is kind of unusual for us, but we got 9 inches of snow a week ago and I still can't leave the house." Yeah. I'm sorry, Claire. You guys are not equipped, if that makes sense, to handle the snow like we are. So I can see why it just stops everything. I bet you we got 30 plus inches of snow in the past 2 weeks. No, it's less than a week, isn't it? Less than 2 weeks, I mean. It's like 10 days. Oh no, Jennifer said 40-minute wait and guess who forgot their knitting? Okay, thank you, Anne, but I'm going to have to say no thank you to that. We don't want it. Sandra said, "Hello, we are between storms, nice and sunny." Oh, good. We did get a little sun today, and I went out to the diary, so I've been fiddling around testing some stuff out there, so I had some results this morning. And I rinsed some stuff and hung it up to dry and got a new batch. on the burners. Oh my gosh, Kai, you really killed it this week. Kai said, hey there, everyone, I have 2 pleats left. Claire, are you sick of it? Do you have cabin fever? I couldn't think of the word for a second. I do not, but I've been leaving the house. Like, even though it was a lot of snow, we're kind of ready for it, if that makes sense. So it's not so, you know. I hate it though. We all know that. I hate it. Yeah, Anne said, wow, Kai, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it either. I'm sure you're doing a video on it. I can't wait. And you know, John is Scottish, so I'm sure he wants to see it. I've asked him before to get a kilt, but so far no dice. Shanna said, congrats on the sewing progress. What did you see, Shanna? Because I haven't been sewing. I have been working on Mystic Lanterns, and I finished 2 whole strips. I got to do 9. Thank you, Dan and Carrie. The back says, let me just sneak right past you. I saw the sweatshirt, and I was like, that's me, because I say it. I don't realize I say it, but I do. So Becky said, so happy to see everyone as I missed last week. We're glad you're here, Becky. I'm glad you're here. I'm sure a lot of you guys weren't sure if I would be here today. Hello, Athena. Oh, okay. Becky said, waiting for a cotton yarn order so I can warp more dish towels. That's exciting. Where is it coming from, Becky? Did you have to Google? It's just something we say here. And I think they say it like in Wisconsin and Minnesota. I would not be surprised. And I think the guy who made this shirt is in Minnesota. Okay. I figured that somebody who hadn't seen the posts would ask, so I want to say it really quick, but I'm just going to say it once. If anybody else asks, I don't know how I'm going to handle it, but I'll figure it out. Elvis is doing super great. He is such a good dog. He is a sweet man. He gained a little bit of weight so far. Last week, that's what I thought, Brittany. Actually, right the night before we got Elvis, we had a little bit of a thing that I didn't pick up on at that moment, but Luther was having some trouble. Thank you, Carrie. Something happened. We're not sure, but they think it was neurological, and he did have seizures more frequently as he got older. I have a hanky here just in case. And I don't know if he had a seizure and that started this or what, but his back legs weren't working right anymore, and he was like crying if I picked him up or put him down, or even if he moved. Like, he was asleep between John and I, and we were both holding our Kindles, and he like yelped and jumped like we touched him or did something, and we were both just sitting there not touching him. So he was in pain. And so last Wednesday, we decided that it would be better if we brought him to the vet and helped him cross over. So that's what we did this past Wednesday. But I feel like I want to tell you guys and get it out of the way. So I knew some people wouldn't know. So don't feel bad for asking. Please don't. It's better to just say it. And like normally I would have like stayed all to myself and not until I felt all better, but I think that maybe that's not so good. I don't know. But I figured not everyone, it's fine. Don't worry about that. I appreciate it. You guys, so many of you reached out to me, and the ones who didn't, I think, are trying to make sure they give me some space, and I really do appreciate it. John was with me. He took the afternoon off. I was worried that some of you guys would not understand, but people were so understanding about it's mercy. I thought every 15 minutes about canceling it and thinking like maybe it'll get better, you know, if I wait. But it was not getting better. I was fooling myself the days when I said it was. So I really appreciate that, teen. I do. I love you guys so much. And you know, he was like with me every single second for 10 years pretty much. And so I am very almost like discombobulated. I don't know how to explain it, but the situation with Elvis coming in was just totally coincidental. It's very weird that it worked out the way it did. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate you guys a lot. And I'm sorry to have to tell you, for those of you who didn't know, you know, I hate to tell, but it needs to get said out loud because otherwise I'll have to say it 700 times somehow or other, you know. I appreciate it, Becky. Becky said, you have such good support with your husband and friends. Not that it matters, but I 100% support your decision. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Yeah, my best friend was super supportive. She was like, I wish I could be there with you, but of course it was, you know. Yesterday, I have to tell you guys what happened. So I was at our local yarn store, and they have a cat who was just diagnosed with lymphoma. So I think, you know, he's going downhill, and I used to be his favorite person that visited. I'm not his favorite in the world, but so I picked him up and put him in my lap as gently as I could, just so that I could basically say goodbye to him because I don't know how long he'll be there. And the whole time I was there, he just stayed in my lap. And this lady came in, and she found out he was sick, essentially, and started talking about like what a mercy. She said, I'm a vet, and it's such a mercy, and I know it's hard, and like all this stuff. And I'm like, I feel like you were here just to tell me that I did the right thing. You know, it was crazy. It was a crazy thing. And I've never met her before, and I am there all the time. So Maureen said, I'm so sorry for your loss. You did what was best for him. He was so loved. That's true. He had a great, great life. He definitely had a great life. Cindy said, I just had to do the same thing with my cat New Year's Eve. Oh, it is, Cindy. Yeah, Becky, it's been really fun. That part has been fun. He is such a good dog. Hello, Teresa. Yeah. Teen said, always a hard call to make, but we know how much you... Yes. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how I am with them, but... Yes, Carrie said the universe can be so kind. I do feel like it was, you know, meant to be, and I told her that. So, and she cried. We both cried. She hugged me. It was a whole thing. Yeah, angels among us. Becky said, right place, right time for confirmation. Hello, Elizabeth. So hopefully that's it for me and the hankies. Cross your fingers. And some of you guys have just come in, so I'm going to show you my bobbin again because I just put a new one on. They are to me, Carrie. This is the first one of those roll eggs. I'll show you what they look like because I'm sure some of you guys haven't seen them. So I've been spinning them while I'm on the treadmill. True. What is everybody else working on? Oh my gosh, Shannon, no. I got mine. The video will be posted tomorrow. Shannon said, so is anyone else's Paradise Fibre Club lost in the snowstorm? What, Carrie? I really appreciate you guys understanding also. And the fact that I'm here and you're not like, keep your tears at home, crazy lady. Did you get it, Becky? Do you like it? Oh my goodness. Thank you. I did a video. Oh, gosh, I took those roll legs off the drum carter, I think. Wasn't it in a video? Thank you, Elizabeth. Carrie said, I need to figure out how to spin while on the treadmill. Okay, Carrie, do you have the kind with the handles? Or the, where you can grab onto if you need to? Okay, Shaylee said knitting a traveler cowl. Anne said I'm trying to figure out how to spin on the treadmill. Have you guys seen my setup? Deb said I saw that on a TikTok. Santa didn't bring the desk. Oh my gosh, Deb. Teen said spinning on the treadmill. What can't you do while spinning? Well, I can't go fast on the treadmill. Becky said for once I can say something other than socks. Oh, hats. Yay. Okay, Carrie said yes. So I thought so. And yes, I thought so because we had just talked about it because you did that bat. And when I saw your bat, it reminded me of them. And then they turned up right after that. And I was like, I'm spinning them. Deb's putting heels on your socks. Becky said, love it. Thank you. Okay, Carrie. I bought a shelf, like this table off of Amazon. I think it was like $25. It sits all the way across the handly things. There is enough to grab the handles if I need to. And it raises and lowers, so I put my wheel on it and I do not walk fast. Yes, Becky, it was in a video. But I don't think I put it on YouTube. Claire, you could do it. I wouldn't say, I wouldn't recommend it necessarily, because I'm sure there are some people who just probably shouldn't, but Marguerite said my daughter wants to join FFA and I told her she needs to get sheep. Perfect, so I can have wool. It's a good idea. How does that work, Margarita? Where does a sheep live? Shanna said, Deb, which style heel are you doing? Maureen said my Paradise monthly fiber package is lost too. I guess there's a lot of mail that's not moving in the country. Where are you, Maureen? And where are you, Shanna? I don't remember. Excuse me. Sorry. Terry said I cast on the traveler cowl last night using hand spun in a strand of brushed alpaca. My brain for a second told me that said busted alpaca. I don't know why. And I was trying to figure out what that meant. Kai, you are the sweetest guy. Trish, I'm happy to make John a kilt for you. LOL, would be an honor. After you have stitched 28 pleats, you are willing to do it again? I am astounded. And I think he's listening upstairs. I could be wrong. Carrie said, that's so logical and easy. Yeah, I can't walk. So I started... Oh, I can't walk fast either. I bought that table thinking I could edit videos. But I cannot because the table moves ever so slightly and it's really hard to cut in the right places, so it doesn't work. But I was thinking that I could walk while I edited. And then I put it on. Thank you, Kai. I put it on later. Margarita said I have no idea. Not really sure why she wants to do it. We are city folk. Well, maybe she won't be. Right. Carrie said for a bigger guy. Exactly, Ann. Dolly Parton alpaca. Elizabeth said, yay, I thought there was no live today because the date. Oh, I did change it, but our power went out, Elizabeth. I bet you it reverted. Elizabeth said, Terry bought that pattern this week too. I'm going to frog my DRK everyday cowl to make the traveler instead. Do you not like it? Susan said order. Oh, is it coming from Great Northern, Susan? Athena said I am on a trip to the snow and brought a travel project. Whoops, a daisy socks. They have cute all over flower pattern. That sounds cute. I frogged it today and just cast on again to do a better job on the floats. Well, you'll be glad you did. It's not very fun to frog, but with socks, if they're too tight, you literally can't get them on. Sorry. Shanna said I'm in Oklahoma. I know you're Shanna. At least mine is still in the contiguous 48. Do you know where it is? Ordered a planner and it went from Indiana to South Korea. What? Back in Oklahoma. What in the world? Deb said afterthought heels. I'd like to try some new ones. Deb, do you make them a little deeper? Because that's what I do. Guy said, girl, it's a labor of love. It's slow but really calming. Do you find, Kai, that you have like mastered the skill after doing so many in a row. It seems like, that's like good for that at least. Maureen said I'm in Sheridan, Oregon. Carrie said right now I'm spinning the grab bat. How is it? I would love to see. Oh, ability. I know where that is. Okay. That's really nice, Susan. I have not bought from them. I would like to see it. Okay. Nancy, it's Nancy, right? Said knitting helix socks. Elizabeth said, I do like the everyday cowl, but my handspin was too inconsistent and it caused the circumference to be too small for a human head, so this one will be better. That's a really good reason. Sandra said, I saw some beautiful brown fiber, got me thinking about my wheel. For the time being, I am hand sewing. My day is PT, then sewing, repeat with the occasional chocolate. How are you doing, Sandra? Teen wants to see photos as well. Hello, Eileen. Thank you. Thank you. Elspeth said, Elizabeth, we have all been there. Eileen, I cried already and told the story, so thank you for the hug. Becky said, that's why my cotton yarn is in Kansas. Okay. I mean, I have heard a bunch of places did not get mail. Yeah, Becky said, snow weirdness. Deb said, I don't think so. I make them with half the stitches on the tube. Okay. Right. But like when I make them, I usually do like 2 rows, then a decrease row, then 2, then a decrease a couple times, and then do every other because that makes the heel a little deeper. Carrie, your fingers are not dumb. It's hard to do. Rania said, hi, all happy to see you, Trish. It's not spinning, but I'm thinking about getting in Sashiko mending clothes. If I don't pick up the spinning again, haven't gotten the gardening mood yet. Thank you, Carrie. She said I will post pictures. I've been taking them as I go along. What do you think, though? Do you like it? Elizabeth said, Rania, it's a great skill to have. It's interesting. I have not done it, but I did do some visible mending on a pair of jeans recently. I ironed a patch on and then I embroidered a bumblebee over it, but it's not the same. Elspeth said, oh, sorry, I got that. Emily said, hi, all working on a different hobby today, cleaning my aquarium. Well, that's good. Getting some chores done. Teen said, I can't wait for the morning to see if my lichen dyed wool takes up all the color. That's exciting. Now, what color is it supposed to be, Teen? Because it doesn't lichen do like a grayish, bluish. Kai said there's definitely improvement as you look at the pleats from the beginning to the end. However, still some improvement to be made, but I'm definitely getting better at fine. That's good. I feel like hand sewing, there's literally nothing you can do but practice. That's just my opinion. Maybe there is stuff you can do. I've never found it. Maureen said I'm spinning for my night shift shawl. Kai, that would be awesome. As long as you don't mind sharing before your video. Shanna said, what color does lichen produce? Thank you, Emily. Thanks. And you guys do hit the like, please. I haven't thought of it myself in probably years, but if you can hit the like, that would be awesome. Anne said, oh, really? 5 or 6, see? I don't do 5 or 6. Usually I do 3 at the beginning and then 2 every other for a few things. But that'll make it not so, Deb said, oh, I got it. Nope. I decrease every other, but I'm going to try that and see how they fit. Thanks. Well, if they fit perfectly the other way. Becky said, I darned 10 pairs of socks last weekend. Wow. Becky, when you do it, do you do that little weaving patch where you like catch it and then you weave a little patch? Teen said, this one is really pretty golden. Anne said, lichen makes a vibrant purple, doesn't it? I don't know. Carrie said, I like it. To be honest, I wanted it because I thought it was ugly and I wanted to see if I could change it, but it's pretty. I think it looks like melted Superman. I can see that. Superman ice cream. Is that something they have in the rest of the country? Or do we only have that here? Sandra said, walking. Oh, walking good. No crutches or cane. 5 weeks out from my last surgery, feeling better. I'm a little impatient, I'm sure. I've been told repeatedly to chill. I don't feel like you are impatient because this thing started long ago. You've been very patient and you've been very diligent and you've worked really hard. So it's no wonder you're ready to be done. Rico said, I've heard lichens do purpley red. I also heard yellows. Eileen said, lichen, it depends on the lichen, which color you get, and the method of extraction. Carrie said, Becky, I have 3 pairs I need to darn. Teen said different lichen makes different colors. I'm trying to find ammonia for another type of lichen I've collected to see if I can get a color out of it. Shanna said, Becky, do you use a darning egg? Elizabeth said they have Superman ice cream in Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky at least. Elspeth, it's red, yellow, and blue like his outfit. Kai said this project is practice for a kilt I'm planning to weave, a tartan I designed from scratch and sew over the summer. Going to be my New York sheep and wool project, so the video... Oh, I see. Okay. Kai, that is so exciting. Dean says, sheesh, Carrie, you aren't alone on the fat finger. Stop. You guys are fine. Carrie said, Dan says it does not look like Superman ice cream. Dan, please weigh in. What does it look like? I'd love to hear. Also, Dan, your new tattoo is pretty darn amazing. He got a giant tattoo of a phoenix on his arm. The color is so good. Chantel said we have it in Florida. Okay. Because I think it originally came from an ice cream maker that's close to here, so I never knew if it was regional or what. Becky said, yes, egg really helped. I have a darning egg that was my great-grandma's. I've never used it. Becky said I'd like a darning mushroom, though. I don't know if I know what that is. Eileen said, make sure there's plenty of oxygen in your lichen jar when you use ammonia. I filled my most successful jar only a quarter, the rest air. Shaking often took me 4 weeks minimum. Oh, wow. Elizabeth said, yes, Dan, see? Dan's arm looks so cool. It is cool. Carrie, I think you're working on one too, aren't you? Carrie said, I got a darning loom, but I discovered I like using the egg more, and I also want a mushroom. I do not know what a darning loom is, I don't think. Okay, I don't know why I'm not spinning. Oh, shoot, I'm wrong. Teen said, Eileen, right now I can't find ammonia anywhere. I'm going to keep looking as opposed to making my own. Is that an option? I didn't even know that. I thought I finished that bobbin and I didn't. Okay. Kai said, is Superman ice cream the blue one with the little sprinkles of color in it? No. It is like almost even mix of kind of a weird shade of red, kind of like a muted shade of red, a very bright yellow, and a very bright blue. And if you give it to your babies and you have to change a diaper, it does not change color, just warning you. Sorry if that's too much info, but it's the truth. Okay. Carrie said my sleeve is done. I just got a new one, but it has a giant cat scratch through it, so I will refrain from posting a picture for now. Oh, no. Cat scratches hurt so much. Why is that? Because they tear the skin up? Okay. Elizabeth said, teen out of a bodily... Oh. I didn't think of it that way. That's probably what you mean, huh? Ooh, gosh. Wouldn't it just? Eileen said, haha, teen. I think Trish might know old pea is made of ammonia. I hadn't thought of it. But I did know it. But I haven't thought of it. Have you tried the hardware shop? Oh, Matthew McConaughey says, Dan says thank you about the tattoo, and the bat looks like the styrofoam cup pattern from the 90s. Got it. Cindy said blue moon. Yes, exactly, Cindy. Thank you. In fact, it's, yes. Well, Teen does not have a Home Depot around. She is in Africa. Carrie said, yeah, it hurt like a rip. It's weird. I don't know why it hurts so much more than some of that other stuff. Uh-oh, Anne's excited. Matthew's here. Oh, Matthew, you better run. Teen said, haha, yep, but no luck here yet. I'm going to look in the Capitol next time I'm there. I'm kind of surprised you can't get it in cleaning supplies. Because it's like a really inexpensive and effective cleaner. You know what I mean? Just got to be careful what you mix it with. June said, making 4 socks, knitted all down to heel. Am doing new to me, the German short row heel. Do you love it? I like that one. After all 4 heels, I think I have it down. June, have you posted any pictures? I don't think I saw them. Hello, Crystal. Elsbeth said, gotta scram, just checked, and friend's flight is arriving 40 minutes early and picking her up from the airport. Bye, Elsbeth. Love to you too. Please be careful. Yeah, Eileen said, here in London, I buy it in the little corner shops. It is often used to clean windows. Oh my gosh, this freaking roll egg is so cute. Hello, Evie. How are you? Are you on lunch? Are you still sick? I don't know why my nose is stuffing up. Teen said I would have thought so also, but looked at the chemist, grocery store, other little shops. Huh, crazy. No luck. Well, I hope you find some soon. It's probably hard to ship too, or get shipped. Can you even get stuff shipped to you, Teen? I feel like you said that you really couldn't. Maybe to a post office. Anne said cat scratches hurt because they tear the skin and their claws have tons of bacteria. Ugh. Well, I'm sure that Carrie's cat doesn't. I can't think of her name right now. What's going on with my brain? Binks? That's not right, is it? Evie said, back at work, Lowe's still have the little headaches. I'm so sorry. I need to get to Lowe's and get some ceiling paint. I've been saying that for 3 weeks, though, so it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Just saying. Hello, Sally. How are you? Hello, Mary. Welcome. She said, new here on the live. I've been watching videos for several months. Glad I caught a live. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Teen said I can if it's FedEx or DHL. Vex, thank you. Vex? I've never had luck with USPS making it here. You know, some of the other countries, when their stuff gets here DHL, they put it through the USPS, but after it hits the border or crosses the border. Elizabeth said, it's Vex, isn't it? Carrie's cat, I mean. It could be. It is Vex. Okay, thanks. I knew it had a longer name. Eileen said, you know what, Teen, your lichen ammonia concoction is going to stink like hell anyway. Can't hurt to use your own. Just let it sit for a few days before adding the lichen. I mean, it is a free source. Used throughout the ages. Carrie said, I washed it immediately and used Neosporin. My cat is Vex. I'm sure Vex's claws are cleaner than average. Oh, good, Sally. That sounds nice. Deb said, Lowe's tripping sometime today. Chris is hanging the barn door. I wouldn't let the bathroom guys back to do. Oh. You know what, Deb? No. I've heard the whole story of that bathroom, and you do not owe him anything. I'm just telling you. No one else knows the whole story but me, I don't think, here, and I'm telling you, no. And you know what I'm talking about. Eileen said, hi, Mary. Welcome to the Fibre Tribe. Ooh, Teen said that's the backup plan. Okay. Is it? I did not even know that, Crystal. Elizabeth said, Teen, you're going to wash the wool when it's done anyway, so what difference does it make, right? You know I'm right, Deb. I don't know, Teen. I can understand your hesitation. But, they are saying, it's on hand. Carrie said, but Elizabeth, I would always know. It's true. Well, she can't tell us now. Then we'll all know. She just has to be like, yeah, I found some ammonia somewhere. It's all good. Um, Kai said, Crystal, I made a whole presentation on that in school last year. Really? Oh, Mr. Dino wants to know, what do you use to wash, soak your yarn after it's spun? Okay, so unpopular opinion, I usually use like a very basic shampoo. Very, I mean, I don't know, opinion, it's not an opinion. Probably not what people are going to want to hear. Crystal said cats scratch up litter, those little germies, yes, and ick stay in their claws like we get germies and ick under our nails. So what do you guys all use for your wool? Teen said, haha, report back and y'all can judge as you will. I won't judge you. Oh, Sandra said, my husband got cat scratch fever years and years ago. It was a messy recovery. Oh. Mary would like to know, and it's good for us to do this once in a while. She's from Illinois. Where is everyone from? Becky said, I just use lukewarm water with a splash of lavender hand soap. Shanna said, Dawn is my preferred wash if an item is actually dirty. Carrie said, I used to have a tape of old Scottish folk songs, and one was called Walking Song. I looked up what it meant and learned a lot. So interesting, right, Carrie? It's so sweet. It's like something I would like to be involved in, except also, isn't that where they get the pee too? Rico said, cats bite me, then their owners say stuff like, oh, he likes you. What? Eileen said, I'm Dutch but live in London. Kai said, I use warm water and goat milk soap. That's a good option. Elizabeth likes a splash of soak. Cindy likes the soak. Hello, Candy from Chicago, Illinois. How is Chicago right now? Jan said, hello from Ontario. Crystal said, depends on how I want the yarn finished. Mostly I leave on my PVC nitty nutty and go hot then cold water a couple times and walk away. Sometimes I do that. It depends on how I want to finish it. Like a while ago I did some in a video that I wanted to really almost felt, not just full, and then I soaked it in hot and like beat the crap out of it. Anne said, I'm a Eucalyptus fan for both yarn and finished projects. I like that I don't have to rinse. I add a few drops of essential oils. That sounds nice. Kristen, hello. I have a question for you offline. I hope I remember to message you. She said, I like using a bit of soak with a dollop of unicorn soft and a splash of vinegar. I knew what you meant. Oh, is it cold, Candy? Oh, boy. Darn it. I'm waiting for it to warm up over here, and your weather comes to us. Shanna said, Texan living in central Oklahoma. Claire's in Knoxville, Alberta. Carrie said, yes, the ladies would walk and straddle the fabric and pee on it while singing. Interesting mental image. It is. Mr. Dino said, I live in Texas and I use the Eucalyptus brand in lavender. Valerie, hello, Northern Michigan. I use Dawn, but I'm pretty new to this and haven't tried anything else yet. Where are you, Valerie? Also, Julie said Central Minnesota. Eileen said I still use the potash method. Love it, and wool comes out soft and clean. No endless soap rinsing. Carrie said I like eucalyptus. I love that scent. I like that smell too. Thank you, Kristen. It's a like a admin question, kind of, if that makes sense. Thanks for asking, Mary. I actually appreciate that because we don't. A lot of times people say when they come in, but we don't normally do like a check-in all at once. So it's kind of cool. Eileen said, "Are we talking about scouring?" Or I think we were talking about cleaning knitwear. Hello, Tyler from Connecticut. Kai said Californian Filipino living in New Jersey. And Bloomquist said splash of soak also. Emily said my go-to is Eucalyptus. Valerie said Rogers City, Northeast Lower Peninsula on Lake Huron. Okay. Well, nice. Cindy said whatever is handy. Prefer baby shampoo, but we'll use Dawn if that is was around. Lavender essential oil if I've got it. Nice. That's a good idea. Sometimes I throw a little vinegar in if I'm worried about rinsing because it helps, you know. Candy said, Mary, whereabout in Illinois? Sally said, Indiana. Athena said, I use a bit of normal wool wash detergent that I would also put in the washing machine to wash wool. I then rinse too. I don't know if this method is any good. That actually seems like it's perfect, Athena. Susan is in Florida. Sebastian, Florida. Christina said, woohoo, I caught the live. Yes, you got a little bit of time. Sarah, hello. Thank you again, Sarah. She said, just got back from Walmart. They are getting ready to remodel and have fabric on sale for 50 cents to $1. My daughter was dragging me out of the store. What a deal. It is, Emily. It's the worst, but sometimes it's the best. Because it's so funny. Chantel said, I'm in Florida. Eileen said, okay, no potash method then, just a bit of eucalyptus. Mary said, I'm in Kankakee, looking for a group. Evie's in Poughkeepsie. Elizabeth said Fort Wayne. Becky said, I'm in Indiana as well. Jill is from Iowa. I really liked Iowa. Lisa is from New Zealand, and Tanya is too, but I don't think she's still here. Maybe she is. It's quite early there in the morning. Lori said Eastern Iowa. Emily said my best friend's name is Danya, and it always corrects to donut. See, I love donuts too. Crystal said we are from all over the world. Yep, Teen is from Africa. I want to say Kenya, but I feel like that's wrong, and I say it wrong. No, it's not, is it? Zambia? It's Zambia. Please tell me it's Zambia. Anne said, Elizabeth, you're not far from me. I hope to be over there in May for the Vera Bradley warehouse sale. Zambia. See, I did get it eventually. Kristen said San Francisco. See, part of the problem is, Teen, I know where I mail your stuff to. So my brain defaults, and then I have to search it. Lori said, Jill, where in Iowa? Yes, Mary, I have gone quite a few times to the Michigan Fibre Festival. I know Elizabeth has been there. Carrie is going to vend there this year. A Craft Design is in Alaska. Counting stitches. Rico is in Arizona. I knew that. And Bloomquist is in California. Evelyn's in Kansas. We're all over. Elizabeth said, Anne, you're super brave. That is one event I stay far away from. Jill's in Nevada. Yep. Carrie will be vending. It's really fun. Mary. Christina said, I'm in the panhandle of Texas. Hello, Irini. Elizabeth said, Mary, I've been to the Michigan Fibre Fest the last 2 years. I did not go last year. Evelyn said, haven't seen your cotton yarn. That's too funny. Eileen said, it always corrects my name into Alien. A bit odd when I sign off like that myself. Handy. Teen said I was in Kenya recently, so you weren't entirely wrong. I was entirely wrong. It, like a lot of you I mail stuff to on a regular basis, as you, some of you know. And thank you, by the way. But when I have sent you stuff, Teen, as you know, it goes to somewhere else. And that's what I always think of first. It makes sense, right? Athena said, I also have eucalyptus wash yarn if I want to be extra careful, but I found the unscented one doesn't get rid of the sheep smell, so maybe I'll get a fancy scented one next time. Shanna said, Christina, we moved from Amarillo. Oh, Nebraska. Yes, Carrie, definitely stop and say hi to Carrie if anyone from the tribe is there. I mean, that's going to be so nice. Such a nice way to like stop and meet everybody. Anne said, I currently live in Dayton, Ohio, grew up in Texas, and have lived in Connecticut and Alabama. I'm from everywhere, man. Oh, Carrie's got to go, so Matthew can watch kickoff. Good luck, Matthew. Kai said trying to find some small festivals, craft fairs to vend at on the East Coast this year. Open to suggestions. Hey, if anybody has suggestions for Kai, you're in New Jersey, right? Becky said bye, Carrie. Christina said that's where I'm at. How awesome. Crystal said, "Oh, I thought I grabbed matching socks. I'm not changing the one." See, Crystal said it. Oh. It's a real thing. If I bump into you without meaning to, I'll say, oh. It's just something we do here. Shaylee said, go Lions. Mr. Dino said, Athena, I find in my experience that it just adds the scent it says, but keeps the sheep smell as well. Oh, Marianne's in Denmark. Hello, Denmark. I love it. I want to see it so much. Jill said, Lori, where are you in eastern Iowa? Lori said, Anamosa. Is that right? Elizabeth said, Ope is absolutely a real thing. I just think people think it is, like, I don't know, put on, and it's not. It just comes out. Irini said, I was born and raised in Germany, but then we returned to Greece. I didn't know that, Irini. Rania said, Marianne from where in Denmark? Crystal said it's a very real thing. Oh, Valerie. Okay, Sally is from the southeastern part of Indiana. Oh my gosh, we have so much Indiana. I love it. I love Indiana. Sally said I'm the southeastern. Oh, sorry, I got that one. Candy said we do the Ope thing here in Chicago too. Candy, you're not that far from me. I feel, Illinois though, but you're northern Illinois. Like southern Illinois doesn't do it. But yeah, I'm sure in Chicago. Valerie said definitely real. Tyler said the Connecticut Sheep and Wool Festival is the last Saturday in April. There you go, Kai. That would be a great one. And the timing would be good. Elizabeth said, I'm from the South, but I've been in the Midwest so long now I ope at least a few times a day. And I'll say what it says on the back of my shirt, too. I'll say, like, let me just sneak past you real quick or whatever. Just goofy. Mary said, I'm so happy to meet all of you. We're glad you're here, Mary. Sarah said, I'm planning on making a V shawl on my rigid heddle. What type of fiber would anyone suggest? You mean like the Hero? A V shawl. How does that work? Bye, Becky. I'm interested to see how that works, Sarah. But Athena said, oh, well, maybe that is good also as long as it's strong enough to mask it. So it's still, Athena, after it's dry, it still smells like sheep? Candy said, yes, about 35 minutes from the Wisconsin border. Okay, Idaho, southern Indiana, my goodness. Yes, Crystal. Cindy, you're so close to me. I didn't know that. Have you been to the Woodland Weavers Guild yet, Cindy? I mean, if you don't weave, you can also spin with them because they spin too. Kai said, Tyler, I'll look into it. Candy said, Trisha, I wish we lived closer because I would love to have someone sit with me while I'm spinning. I wish that all the time. In fact, just recently, Deb and I were chatting, and I was like, I wish you were my neighbor. It would be so fun to have Fibre people, like, living closer together. Sarah said, the cowl you made, yes, that's the hero, but it's 2 pieces, not so it wraps like a shawl. Yes. But mine isn't, oh, I see. So you do both of them, both the ends together? Oh, I'm fascinated. Okay. How the heck does that work? Is there instructions about that somewhere, Sarah? I would love to do that. I've thought about making a 2 square where you sew the ends into like a shawl. It would be more like a oh my gosh, what is that piece of clothing that we had in the 70s? Oh, poncho. It would be more like a poncho. Ronnie said that's an hour away from my brother. I cannot speak Danish, even though I tried a little bit. Cindy, it is a huge group. It's amazing. If you are into spinning or weaving, it is absolutely amazing. It's just a little far for me. They go all winter. Eileen said, Mary, do you know Trish has a Facebook group where we all hang out too? It's called the Fibre Tribe. Thanks, Eileen. She said thumbs up, please. Okay, Sarah. I can't wait to see pictures of that, Sarah. That sounds so cool. Elizabeth said, I've had that thought too about moving where the area for sure, yeah, where there are for sure fiber people. We need a commune. Teen said, can you post how the V shawl works? Shanna said, Sarah, is it like where you turn 90 degrees in the weaving halfway through? I think that's what she's saying, Shanna, but you only weave it together after. So it's like 2 pieces. One part would be open. Is that what it is? Cindy said the heroin shawl is on my list. I'm going to look it up. Athena said sometimes I have to repeat the wash because of the sheep smell. That would originally be some kind of undyed wool top. Okay. I have noticed, I don't know what breed you're talking about, Athena, but the Manx Lockton smells more sheepy, and the Jacob smells more sheepy than a lot of other breeds. So I don't know if that's the reason, if it's a breed thing. Candy said, I'm making my husband go to a yarn and wine tasting event because I don't have any fiber friends. Oh, Candy. There's one here. Not here, like an hour and a half away from me in January. Is that where it is, Candy? It can't be. Sarah, thank you. She said, I'll post the video in the Facebook group. Yes, Mary, if you have a Facebook account, all you have to do is look in Fiber Love Diary, Fibre Tribe, or whatever, and it'll come up. Just make sure you answer the questions, because I have it set up so that if people don't, they automatically, like, it goes away. Cindy said, I'm thinking oat might be from Garrison Keeler influence. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. I don't think so, because I think it came from Minnesota. But like we say it here. Mary said, I'll check that out as soon as we're done here. Yarn and wine tasting, Deb said. Marianne said, Trish is okay. I don't expect you to speak Danish. It's the world's hardest language to learn to speak for a non-Dane. Love you anyways. I took Danish on Duolingo for like 2 months, and I can still only say stuff like, does your bear know your name? Your Björn? Candy said, no, February 8th is the yarn and wine tasting. He doesn't drink wine or into fibers. That's okay. He can drive you home. Elizabeth said, Mary, the Fibre Tribe is linked in the... Oh, that's right. It is linked in this one, I think, because people kept asking. Cindy said, Hero shawl, you leave 24 inches or so. I've done the Hero cowl. Is that what we're talking about? I've actually done it twice in videos because I love it so much. Irene said, I would love to have fiber lovers near me too, but we don't even have a fiber festival. And Candy said, well, we aren't going to lick the yarn, so I guess we'll just have to taste the wine. Okay, got it. All right, you guys, it's after 3. I'm going to go. I'm sorry about the power going out, but you know, living in the country. You're not wrong, Kai. Like I remember that spider had a really funny name. Edelkop? Is that right? Edelkop? Okay, Lisa. All right, you guys. I will check that out. Oh, I don't know. Probably burn. Okay. I don't know what I mean, Marianne. Maybe I should go back and do some lessons again. Eileen, I love you guys too. I love all of you. I love you. I really appreciate all your support and everybody who gave space or reached out. All your loving feelings are appreciated. I hope you guys have a really. She knows I mean spider. See? That's about the only word I can remember. Okay, I love you guys. I will see you soon.